Have you ever looked out at the ocean and felt a sense of awe? Imagine a stretch of that ocean where ships and planes seem to simply vanish. This place is real. It is called the Bermuda Triangle. It forms a vast, watery triangle between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. For decades, this region has captured our imagination. Stories of sudden silences, lost radio calls, vessels that sail into the horizon, never to be seen again. A legend that still fascinates and puzzles us today. Not just one mystery, dozens across more than a century. Some involved military vessels and experienced pilots. The allure of the triangle lies in the unknown. Calm turns to chaos, instruments fail, and silence follows. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle did not appear overnight. It grew from whispers and scattered reports from the sea. Long before it had a name, sailors spoke of a peculiar Atlantic. Strange lights, compasses gone haywire, ships that never returned. Even Columbus noted odd compass readings and a falling light in 1492, footnotes that planted seeds. In the 20th century, traffic and incidents rose. In 1950, a newspaper piece highlighted a pattern. In 1964, Vincent Gaddis gave it a name and a home on the map. Berlitz's 1974 bestseller, Mixed Fact and Sensational Speculation. Movies and TV layered myth upon myth. But remember, past tech and forecasts were limited. On December 5, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy Avenger bombers lifted off from Fort Lauderdale. A routine navigation exercise, clear weather, aircraft in good order. One instructor, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, and 13 student pilots. Fly east, practice over a shoal, and return to base. They never came back. Hours in, a troubling transmission. Lieutenant Taylor sounded disoriented. He reported failing compasses and being lost. He thought they were over the Keys, but wasn't sure. Controllers tried to guide him, but signals faded into static. Voices grew anxious as daylight died and fuel ran low. A garbled last message, then silence. 5 planes, 14 men, gone. A massive search launched immediately. A PBM Mariner, a flying fuel tank, joined the search. Shortly after takeoff, it vanished. A ship reported a large explosion in the sky. It likely exploded mid-air, a known hazard. 6 aircraft and 27 men gone. The Navy's report, cause unknown. No wreckage, no oil, no rafts. As if through a hole in the sky. This cemented the triangle's fearsome reputation. Years before Flight 19, the USS Cyclops, an enormous Navy collier, vanished. Over 540 feet long, a workhorse of World War I. In March 1918, she sailed from Brazil to Baltimore, heavy with manganese ore, carrying 306 souls. After an unscheduled stop in Barbados, she headed north and was never seen again. No distress signal, despite a powerful radio. Weather was reportedly calm. An extensive search found nothing. No debris, no life preservers. Only God and the sea know what happened to the great ship. One of the Navy's largest non-combat losses. Rumors ranged from U-boats to mutiny to treachery, but none were proven. Modern analysis points to structural failure and overloaded shifting cargo. A rogue wave could have capsized her in moments, too fast for a distress call. In deep waters, wreckage can vanish to the seafloor, leaving no trace. With Cyclops, absence of evidence magnified the mystery and inspired decades of speculation. When facts are few and questions many, imagination fills the void. Without wreckage or black boxes, theories multiplied. Beyond storms and error, the myths turned paranormal and supernatural. Alien abductions, hidden underwater bases, vessels lifted without a trace, colossal creatures lurking in abyssal trenches, time warps and portals to other realities. Books and documentaries spread these ideas worldwide. But no credible evidence supports aliens, portals, or sea monsters. Fun to imagine, yet they distract from real science. Let's set myths aside and follow the data. Researchers treated the triangle as a real place governed by nature. They gathered data, studied statistics, and reread original reports. Many calm sea vanishings were actually hurricanes. Some ships arrived late after premature headlines. Coast Guard and Lloyd's records, detailed, verifiable histories. Statistically, the triangle isn't more dangerous than other busy seas. It's a major route. Accidents, sadly, are expected with volume. Consensus, a manufactured mystery. Disparate accidents under a catchy name. The Coast Guard does not treat it as a unique hazard. The deeper puzzle is why the legend became so powerful. Dismissing aliens doesn't dismiss danger. The warm Gulf Stream fuels sudden, violent thunderstorms. A squall can ambush craft with fierce wind and blinding rain. The triangle sits in Hurricane Alley. Cyclones sweep through yearly. Winds over 100 miles per hour and waves that dwarf vessels. Many disappearances traced to underreported storms. Quick, devastating losses. Seafloor extremes include the Puerto Rico Trench, over 27,000 feet deep. In such depths, wreckage becomes nearly unreachable. A swift ocean river carries debris far from sights. Rafts and fragments scatter for hundreds of miles, or sink or bury in shifting sands. By the time searches begin, clues can be gone. Nature explains much, but the human factor matters. On sea and sky, small mistakes can be fatal. Investigations often cite human error, not as blame, but reality. Disorientation, misread instruments, poor decisions under stress. In Flight 19, confusion played a key role. Older gear failed more often. Magnetic variation could mislead. Simple mechanical failures left vessels adrift and silent. A plausible idea. Methane releases reduce buoyancy, but no direct triangle links. Today's GPS, satellites, and beacons reduce risk, making navigation far safer. The Bermuda Triangle is not a portal, nor a hunting ground for aliens. Most incidents reflect powerful nature and human fallibility. Together, they form a perfect storm for mystery. We are drawn to the unknown. It ignites imagination and awe. In 2026, meet the Triangle with respect for ocean power, courage of crews, and clarity of science. Real wonders. Towering waves, cyclones force, depths that keep secrets. The Triangle invites curiosity. Ask, seek, explore, and keep a little wonder for the sea.